Anyway, I have a little issue. This is going to be a short video. I got stumped. Looks like the MSI Lightning X570S Carbon Max Wi-Fi motherboard doesn't want to boot to the BIOS if you have, what video card is this here? Could not get this thing to boot to the BIOS. I had a working copy of 10 on the drive and it boots fine. So of course I tried a couple different keyboards just in case I had a bad keyboard. So this MSI, what is, I can't tell by looking at it yet. I should have checked out what this was in Windows 10. Anyway, if you've got this issue with this particular motherboard, this AMD Ryzen motherboard, it's the X570S Carbon Max Wi-Fi. It's got to be the exact version of the BIOS what's given this video card grief. I can't hit the delete or the F11 key on my, by the way, this is an LG C2 screen. It goes blank. If you have this configuration with this video card, we'll find out. I'm going to stay alive and I'm going to boot Windows 11 onto this card. So, or with this card installed. That's what my current issue is. I went live now specifically because I did not expect this issue. So it looks like I'm using the onboard graphics, and then of course this customer came in mainly because his processor died, but we're also doing a motherboard upgrade also. So we've got the 5000 series Ryzen 7 right there. That's perfectly good in the machine. It's actually saying on the box that it does support onboard graphics, which is ultimately how I diagnosed this issue. Let's see here. I thought on the box it does actually say onboard graphics built in, yes. Right there. So a lot of times if you've never built your own computer before and you have onboard graphics on the motherboard because you got an HDMI port but it's not going, it might be that your CPU doesn't have onboard graphics. I'm trying to get that glare not to show here. There we are. Right there. If you're not going to upgrade your video because you know it's not going to be used for games or high-end rendering, you can always use a chip that specifically has its own little card graphics support. So here we go. I'm not going to install this just yet. I will install this after. So I've got a copy of Windows 11 on a USB stick. So we're going to smack this. I'm going to restart the machine. Actually, let me get this card out of the way. And the box. Alrighty, so I am going to hold the shift key. Oops. We are going to hold the shift key and restart. And let's boot to Windows 11. Okay, there we go. Use a device, I got Windows 11. Okay, here's our UEFI SanDisk partition. That's my 8 gig stick with 11, and now this should work. Drum roll. We're using onboard graphics. Oh, yes, there we go. Yes, that's what I wanted. Can't quite see. Oh, wrong camera. There we go. Alright, yes, it was a blank screen with the video card installed. It is now not a blank, well, it's a blank screen now, but I know it's going to go to 11 in just a second here. Alrighty, almost there. Drum roll. This delay is normal. Could be another 5 or 10 seconds before we actually get a Windows 11 key. Come on. Drum roll. There we go. Alright, so if you have this issue where you're trying to get to the BIOS but you can't because it just goes to a blank screen and ultimately you just want to get here so you can reinstall Windows, you don't necessarily have to boot the BIOS. Just remove your external or your dedicated graphics, which in this case is an MSI. We'll find out what this is in a second here. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to just do a default copy of 11. This is a brand new motherboard and a brand new CPU. And we're going to click, we do not have the key right now. Windows 11 home is all he needs because he had Windows 10 home. And here we go. Custom. Delete. 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 And delete. And we will be installing on drive 1, 500 gigabyte drive, and here we go. Alrighty. See if we can fix this here. Nope. Nope, doesn't like that. Let's see here. Is that gonna work? No, you still can't see it, but it's just installing Windows 11. 11% done.